Hey guys, today we're going to talk about bias a little bit. Um, when we think of bias, it just basically means that we aren't getting a sample of people that are really representative of the whole population. Okay, so a biased sample is not representative, so it might favor a certain part of the population. So, an example of an unbiased sample would be maybe asking every fifth person. So, or saying, using a random number generator. Or something along those lines, where you basically are just completely randomizing your population and just picking something. A biased sample would be asking like just the football team. Like, say, if we were just asking the football team what electives we should have. Right? So they're going to obviously pick something more sports oriented, maybe, than something more academic or more music or something along those lines, or acting. Right? So you're only asking a specific group of people to represent everybody when they don't actually represent everybody. So here we're going to talk about whether these examples are biased or unbiased. So to estimate the number of students in your school who play a sport outside of school, you decide to survey the players on the boys' baseball team. Well, we're going to call that biased. And the reason is because we're only asking the boys' baseball team, and we already know they play a sport or probably play a sport. So we're only asking a group of people that probably play a sport, right? And so that's going to be not representative of the whole school. Katie would like to approximate the number of students in her school that own a pet. She decides to survey 5 students in her homeroom. Okay, so we are going to say this is a very small sample. But probably not biased. But it's too small to be a good representation. We're going to talk about the numbers of your sample sizes, but generally speaking, it's not necessarily biased to just survey 5 random people. The yearbook committee must choose among 3 different themes for this year's yearbook. To help make their decision, they survey 100 random students during lunch. So the keyword here is random. So we're going to say that is not biased. And it's a decent survey size. We're going to talk about kind of the 10% rule. You generally want a 10% survey, but we'll say that's good for now. The New England Patriots and the Atlanta Falcons played the 51st Super Bowl. To determine which team was the favorite to win, a New York City newspaper surveyed 500 residents. Well, if we're looking at New England Patriots and we're surveying New York City, that's going to be biased. Right? So New York City and New England New York City is in New England. So that's going to be biased. All right, I hope that kind of helped to explain things. If you still have questions, just let me know, and you'll have some practice to do on your own, so that might help too.